Hey guys, it's the morning of day 4 of Microsoft Ignite. This is Scott, and I'm here at the Orlando Convention Center. We can see behind me, and I'm just about to have to decide what my next session is going to be. There are 4 really interesting sessions at the same time. That's one of the challenges of coming to an event like this, is you have to really make some split decisions in terms of what to do. There's an AZ 900 exam prep. Now, I already have AZ 900 courses and stuff, but I always like to attend the exam prep sessions just to hear from other experts about the exams. They also sometimes talk about what's upcoming in terms of changes to the exams, things like that, tips, more information that I get, more information I can share. AZ 400 exam prep is also happening at the same time. I haven't taken my 400 yet. I want to take it. It's the DevOps exam, but it's happening at the same time as the 900. Then there's a Azure Cost Management session, which should be interesting. I want to hear about how to save money on Azure. That's another piece of content that I can share to you. And finally, on a personal, there's a personal branding session. Now that might be surprising to some people that there are non-technical sessions here, but learning how to develop your brand and effectively communicate what you're about in as few words as possible is an important skill to have in my business. And so this is something that could help my business, and I'll eventually get to reach more people. So 4 good things going on at the same time, and that's typically what happens here at Ignite. One of the conversations that happened in the Facebook group this week was, what's the value? I mean, Ignite is fairly expensive. I think it was something like $3,000 US to buy a ticket, plus the airfare, plus the hotel. So what's the value? I can just watch the videos online. They're live streamed, some of them. The announcements get into the news. And so it's a fair question. Now, a lot of times, not just the sessions. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of sessions that goes on where, like I just mentioned, AZ 400, AZ 900, that'll be very interesting stuff to learn. But really what you get is like 28,000 people in the same building, and just there's people you always wanted to meet. Like I met Pluralsight instructor Tim Warner yesterday. I've met other instructors from LinkedIn, from Pluralsight, and other things like that, and these are people who I consider my peers. Or you get to meet other students, you get to meet Microsoft employees, and then there's just those serendipitous things where you're having lunch and you're at a table with some people and you start talking, and how are you ever going to meet someone who works for Time Warner? I don't know if Time Warner doesn't exist anymore, but like how are you going to meet somebody who works at some company, the power company for Georgia or whatever? You're never going to meet those kind of people. So you're meeting all sorts of interesting people as well. I'm a bit of an introvert, actually. So I have to push myself outside my shell to meet strangers sometimes. So it's really, this to me is like, next week I go back into my shell. I go back to my house, recording courses, doing videos, the safety of my home. So this is to me is worth it for now everyone's going to have their own calculus. Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but if your company could pay for it, if you're going to do something like this once, great. It's worth trying. There are people who do conferences like professionally for a living. They go to all the conferences. I don't think that'll ever be me. But this to me is sort of the one time I get to be surrounded and bathed in the Microsoft blanket. And it's a bit of a, I'm not going to say brainwashing. It's a bit of a education for a week, and you come away excited about certain things. In terms of the technologies, people are excited about Microsoft Arc. There's a lot of little announcements. I haven't seen too much stuff in the certification space. Like they didn't announce any new ones, except there's an SAP certification. I attended some of the AI talks too, and they're doing revisions to those and things like that. Minor news, but Arc is certainly a big one. Synapse and things like that. Worth looking into if you're into that stuff. Anyways, I'm going to get back to figuring out which session I want to go to. I just wanted to make a video, so I wanted to say hi And this has been Scott. If you have any questions, if you're at Ignite, I'd love to meet you. I have an event today at 4 o'clock. Check LinkedIn or Facebook group for that. Otherwise, would love to meet you if you see me. And anyways, whether you come or you don't come, wish you all the best, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Thanks.